You want to get into your dream university, Harvard, Berkeley, or MIT? Well, today I got the opportunity to interview one individual who got into Georgia Tech. Let's welcome him. What universities have you got into, and which university are you committed to?
So I got into a few in the States and a few in Canada. So in the States, I've gone to, I think, UIUC, Washington, Irvine, and then also Georgia Tech, and then I committed to the last one.
Dang, okay. Just wondering, which major for Georgia Tech?
For Georgia Tech, I did CS. For the other ones, I did a mix of engineering and computer engineering and computer science.
Dang, computer science from Georgia Tech. That's incredible. Well, let's talk about grades because I think that's like the standards, like your GPA, APs, and whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Yeah, 6, apparently the 96. You said, what else did you say? APs?
Yeah, APs.
I did the usual, so it's just APCSA and then also AP Calc BC. I did not study the VC part. I somehow got a 5, so
That's pretty
whatever.
good. You'll take it.
Yeah.
And also, have you submitted your SAT or?
Yeah. For my SAT, I actually forgot my score. It'll be on the screen.
Yeah, on the screen.
But, it was not. It was an okay score.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, like in terms of grades, it's standard.
Yeah, it's a standard.
Yeah, it's a standard grade.
Grade.
Yeah. So.
Great information.
Yeah, exactly. Like as you know, like grades isn't everything. There's extracurriculars, achievements, etc. At your essays that got you into Georgia Tech. So do you want to start off with extracurriculars?
Sure. So I guess there'll be a list somewhere on the screen. I don't know, but I'm not gonna speak. I'm not gonna remember all of them.
I'll just like post. Like, remember which ones? Which events do you think got you into Georgia Tech?
Honestly, I don't know. But I guess some things that for 2023 I did like a mentorship program. I was being mentored. So
so you were the mentee and then
yes.
okay.
Yes. And then on that I was working on like a train control project. You can see where my hobbies are.
Yeah.
So it was basically just controlling 1/150 scale. 1/150 scale mini model trains and making them work like actual clockwork like in a real subway.
Okay, that's cool. That's mind-blowing. Anyways, yeah, those are a lot of great extracurriculars in terms of research and heavily engineering-based and also your hobbies. So it's like a whole theme, right? Yeah. Then how about let's move on to achievements. Is there any achievements you want to...
So I wasn't really into that kind of like competitive program, or I mean, I can say I was bad at it. Depends on how you want to put it. And then most of my achievements were from those 3 programs, and then there's a few off and on. So I went to the Canada-wide science fair.
What?
That's really good.
Always got the bronze.
I don't understand. It's like, I didn't get
I just want to make sure the bronze is there's like a top project prize, and then there's like 10 gold, and there's like 20 senior and like 30 bronze. So it's not 4 for third. It's like it's a bit.
No, but like still, like there's a threshold. I'm telling you, like that's so pretty impressive. So in terms of achievements and also extracurriculars, what I could tell at least is that you built like a very strong theme. I don't know if it's intentionally or unintentionally, but I could see a theme around it that you're very passionate about engineering or anything that's hands-on, right? Especially with the science fair. Yeah. So did you bring that into your essays, or did you write something completely different?
Actually, for my essay, I was writing about my experience in one of the research mentorship programs.
Oh, okay.
Pain. Okay, I didn't write pain, but I wrote something along the lines of
Pause. Take a break. If you're just like Ken and you feel pain running your Common App essay, well, you are in luck. I am now providing free editing for your Common App essay. All you have to do is click subscribe and go down to the comments and click on the Google form link that I will be posting down below. And that is free Common App editing. See you guys there.
I just basically wrote what I did. So it's like I started with this idea, that idea didn't really work out because, in my specific case, it was kind of bulky. It was not. What I wanted to make was like a wearable keyboard. So it was kind of bulky. It didn't really work well. And then the progression from there. That's basically what I wrote.
Oh, okay. So your entire progress about, your project from like step one to all the way to your final, like finale, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So that was your common app essay, right?
Yes, yes.
Then how about your supplementary? Was that also about engineering or something else different?
I mean, I can only talk about engineering.
I mean, that's your passion. So like, of course, you gotta talk about it.
Oh, I forgot one thing. I can talk about trains.
Oh, yes. I
can talk
remember.
about trains.
Yeah. Just quick question. For the why Georgia Tech, did you do a lot of research or do you just like said whatever that came out of your head? Because like for me, when I wrote like my YCMU, like I did a bunch of research and then did some like side story to create like a whole theme. and
How do you
stuff.
fit that in like 500 words?
Well, you gotta read my supplementary essay video, man.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That was so smooth. That was so smooth. It was not scripted at all. But yeah, go ahead. So, did you do a lot of research for your Why Georgia Tech?
I didn't think I did that much. I mean, it's it's all subjective, so I'll just say like a concrete figure. I think I did like 5 hours of research total. Like,
That's a
including
lot.
everything. I mean, it's just Googling, right? It's not like,
Yeah.
going anywhere, reading. It's not like reading serious books or anything.
Mhm.
And then I just looked at what I want to do. So right now I'm looking maybe like I want to do like compiler theory perhaps.
Okay.
I might want to do like distributed computing maybe. So I looked around there and saw what kind of professors were there and what their research was, right? And then I picked one or two that I liked the most. They're like, okay, maybe I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then for Georgia Tech in particular, one of their kind of, because it's more of a bit more of a, because the Institute of Technology, right? So it's a bit more of career oriented, a bit more than like that's a U of T. So, they have like a few undergrad research programs. So I was like, okay, maybe in this undergrad research program, I will, I'll help to get to work under this professor and maybe work on this topic. And I'm pretty interested in this one right now. So, and then I also did it in my research mentorship. So,
Oh, so everything connected in the end.
I mean, you can see it.
That's
or you
kind
can
of
say,
big
like-
brain. That's kind of big brain.
Or you can say like I only have one hobby and that's it.
No. Like, I feel like
No
I-
diversity in my hobbies.
No. Like, to be honest, I've watched a lot of videos of like, oh, how I got into X, Y, and Z, right?
And
a
that
lot.
was after I wrote my application.
You know how most of them said that like, oh, you need like a spike or whatever in your application just to stand out from your admission officers. At least that's what I heard, like seen in a lot of videos.
I mean, if you want a spike, then you can just write something stupid.
It's like, also being relatable, quirky, that's also a side that admission officers want, like throughout your essay. So definitely show some vulnerability, like if you could, at least, like if of course. But
Interesting.
another like last question: if you had to travel back in time, what would you have told yourself? And also, are there any regrets, any mistakes that you have made, or anything that you would definitely do again?
Honestly, because let's say this is like there's like a plane or something of all the paths I could have gone, and then all the choices I made. Right, there's a certain path I took through here,
Yeah, for sure.
and it's not really possible to look back and see where you could have gone somewhere different,
Yeah.
other than the few obvious ones. So, I mean, if I have regrets, I wouldn't be able to know them because,
Yeah. For sure.
this is the path I took,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure if that's the best one or the worst one.
Yeah, you would
it's
never
probably
know.
It's probably somewhere in the mid-range,
Yeah.
statistically, but, and then one other thing is, I think also extracurriculars. I like putting a bit more effort into them would have been nicer for me, especially because like I got like club senioritis in like grade 11.
Bro, I think that's everyone. Like for me, I was so done in grade 11. I was like overwhelming with myself in clubs.
Especially because like I already was like, or I'm not sure if I was, but I was like basically guaranteed to get like, the most senior position
In your club already, you know?
well, not in the club, but in the engineering part of the club.
Oh yeah.
So like there was not much motivation, unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's a bit more self-discipline. And then also there's the issue of like there not being enough people doing clubs in general.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Because I think for me, like if I went back in time in grade 9, I would probably tell myself to try new clubs.
Wait, do Moodles.
Yeah, do your Moodles, do your homework, that's important. But also, yeah, like try out all different clubs. Like in my opinion at least, grade 9, you should try all of your school clubs. Because I remember I only tried out like DECA and OSA in grade 9.
I mean, you got good in DECA, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. But still, I felt like if you try it out for more, then you might have potential in like more, just like statistically speaking.
Yeah, just don't try to branch out too much because I did like 5, and I ended up getting club CNIs for all of them.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I think
I
in
guess you
grade
want to
9.
focus a bit as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Maybe
that's what
why.
I'm just saying. Like grade 9, 10, explore, try as many as possible, or maybe just grade 9, and then grade 10, 11, try to close them in, and as in like select like a few, and just like focus on those clubs.
Especially in grade 9, there's not a lot of people who, especially in grade there's not a lot of people who apply for like club memberships, club positions.
Yes, that is important.
So like in September of like grade 9, there's like I wasn't here at the school that I graduated from, but there was a position for like a website admin basically for SAC at my old school. And you know there was like 3 applications,
Oh dang.
including me.
Okay.
And from
Well,
grade
you
9
had
there was
a
just me,
chance, yeah.
right? So if you're in grade 9 and you know if it's like
you
you're-
have a huge advantage.
yeah, just by trying, right? Because there's not a lot of grade 9s, and
Mhm.
you know, if you stay in that position or if you stay in that club, you know, they're getting instead of 3 years guaranteed, they're getting 4 years of guaranteed.
Yeah,
labor.
exactly. Yeah. So moral of the story, start early. If you're in grade 9 or grade 10 going to grade 9, apply to as many clubs like positions as possible, or at least join the clubs early so that you can be recognized as one of the OGs in the clubs, so that you can have a better chance of becoming like president in the future or whatever higher positions are there in the club, right? Yeah, that's one of the huge advice we would give to younger generations.
I think that applies to a lot of things as well.
Yeah, for
Even if you're
sure.
getting into like work, I'm not sure what work, but like even if you're getting into like uni, if you wanna
Yes.
apply to like you wanna get stuff a bit earlier so you have more options, right?
For sure. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe as there will be more interviews out this month hopefully. And yeah, thank you so much Ken for being our first interviewee, I guess.